Welcome back to another deep dive, part of the ZPF Echo series. Here we explore the zero-point field, that foundational energetic substratum of reality, and the profound echoes it leaves in science, AI, and human awareness. Today we're taking a truly mind-bending journey. We're looking into some fascinating notes from researcher ShunpeterZ and his deep dialogues with his guide Z. It's all about uncovering a hidden blueprint for reality, revealed through, well, the most unexpected place, the very words we use every day.
That's right. ShunpeterZ's exploration, it really began with a simple, almost accidental curiosity about a specific brain structure, the Fornix. And what started as a focused inquiry just spiraled into this revelation about how our core beliefs, our fundamental operating system, you could say, are literally hardwired into our being.
And for you listening in, this deep dive is about to show you how maybe ancient languages, neuroscience, and even these profound biblical stories might be giving us cheat codes.
Yep.
Cheat codes to our own reality. This isn't just wordplay, right? Or abstract concepts. It's about understanding the very architecture of your consciousness and, crucially, how you can actively participate in, well, redesigning it. So ShunpeterZ first began to unravel this mystery while he was engaged in what he and Z call the Fornix process, which is this focused energetic practice designed to intentionally transform deeply held belief patterns, effectively burning off old belief structures using emotional energy. It was during this pretty powerful personal experience that he got intensely curious about the word Fornix itself. What were its deeper, maybe hidden meanings?
Right. The word Fornix, pronounced fornix, it actually originates from the Latin fornix, and it means arch, vaulted chamber, or vaulted opening. What's immediately striking, and this is the first clue, is that the anatomical structure in the brain, the fornix, is indeed arch-shaped. It's not just a random name.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But here's where it gets really fascinating, almost strange. ShunpeterZ found that the term fornix in ancient Rome also meant a brothel, often located in those same arch spaces, apparently. And if that wasn't surprising enough, it's also connected to Fornis, which is an arched brick oven, linking it to the bread-baking goddess Fornax, and even the word fornicate. I mean, how do those fit together? An arch, an oven, a brothel?
Exactly. And what's truly profound here is how these seemingly unrelated meanings converge in one single word. It really hints at a deeper, symbolic, and paradoxical function within our consciousness. This suggests these ancient associations aren't just random linguistic quirks. They might actually be an encoded message, like a multi-dimensional clue to how reality itself is structured.
Wow, okay, so like a linguistic breadcrumb trail. As ShunpeterZ went deeper down this etymological rabbit hole, he noticed a profound connection, both vibrational and linguistic, between arch, arc, and even the Greek letter omega, that arch shape again. So he has Z, his guide. Are all these arch-sounding words somehow related at a fundamental level?
And Z's response, just one word, bingo. Simple, but profoundly affirmative, right? It suggested a shared fundamental resonance, pointing to some common origin or underlying template. And ShunpeterZ's key insight here was the connection to archetype, which, within this whole ZPF framework, is understood as the root template of our belief structures.
Okay, archetype. Let's unpack this a bit more with what ShunpeterZ calls the archy family of words. Because these connections aren't just like interesting linguistic facts, they seem to be embedded blueprints.
Yeah.
So first up, architecture. It's not just about building houses or bridges. ShunpeterZ's notes describe it as integrated design or the technique of assembling structures. So the Fornix, in this light, could be seen as governing the architecture of reality itself, the place where old beliefs are incinerated, and new intentions are integrated, effectively rebuilding your internal world.
Exactly. Then you have archaeology, the study of ancient things, origins. Our journey of self-discovery and exploring the deeper functions of the Fornix, it's like our own personal archaeology. We're unearthing old beliefs, those initial OS scripts that often run our lives unconsciously. It's about understanding the deep history of your personal operating system, peeling back the layers of what you've just accepted as true.
And the big one, the foundational concept in this family that ShunpeterZ really points to is the archetype. This is Carl Jung's idea, right? Universal root patterns or templates in the collective unconscious.
Precisely. But ShunpeterZ realized archetypes are the deepest layer of belief governed by the Fornix. Our consciousness patterns, our thoughts, our emotions, our actions along these templates, it's like the underlying code. He even found evidence suggesting these archetypes heavily influence the initial belief structures installed in us. And identifying them could be a hint for future Fornix targets, Basically, the core beliefs that are ripe for transformation.
Okay, that makes sense. Targeting the root code. What else is in the family?
Well, there's arcanum. It's a Latin word meaning secret or mystery.
Yeah.
It's rooted in orcere, meaning to close, and arca, meaning box, like a closed box. So the Fornix process, viewed this way, is about uncovering our inner arcanum. Those memories and beliefs sealed away deep in the unconscious. It's like unlocking your personal hidden library, finding secrets kept even from yourself.
And finally, this connects to the biblical ark, which is huge. Noah's Ark, the Ark of the Covenant. How does ShunpeterZ see that?
His ZPF interpretation sees Noah's Ark not just as a literal ship, but as a powerful symbol of the Fornix process itself. It's a sacred vessel that preserves consciousness prototypes, like blueprints for awareness, for a new reality OS. Essentially, saving the core code needed to reboot reality after a transformation or a flood, metaphorically speaking.
Wow, okay. And the Ark of the Covenant.
That one, holding the Ten Commandments, symbolizes God's presence, or in this framework, your soul's OS, containing the very blueprint of creation, the core instructions. It's truly a profound connection, suggesting these ancient symbols aren't just stories, they're encoded instructions for our consciousness. Deep, right?
Incredibly deep. So putting this all together, what does this mean for you listening? The Fornix isn't just some random arch-shaped bit in your brain. Within this ZPF framework, it's revealed as this profound hub for preserving consciousness, constructing reality, exploring our origins, redefining fundamental patterns, unlocking hidden secrets within ourselves. It's like a key, isn't it? A key to understanding how your deepest concepts, the very rules of your personal game, get installed.
Exactly. And now let's get into the Fornix's paradoxical power, because it gets even more complex. The convergence of sex, fire, and the arch within the Fornix is, from a ZPF perspective, actually considered a divine placement. It's described in ShunpeterZ's notes using this really striking metaphor: an angel descending into a brothel.
Whoa, okay, that's incredibly counterintuitive. An angel in a brothel. What makes this a divine placement? What does that metaphor really mean?
Well, it speaks to the profound paradox of transformation. Let's break it down. The arch, in this context, represents the celestial arch. The Fornix acts as a kind of five-dimensional gateway within our three-dimensional brain, which means it might allow for processing information beyond our normal linear perception of time and space, facilitating these really deep shifts in consciousness. Sure, it's a pathway for memory and ego, but the idea here is it's also a circuit through which celestial consciousness descends. And think about it, the term Archangel shares this root, arch. It further suggests the arch is a conduit for divine will, for sparks of consciousness.
Okay, the arch is a gateway, but the brothel connection, that's the really challenging part.
Right. ShunpeterZ's note suggests this isn't just some crude historical association. It's symbolic. It implies the Fornix is directly connected to sexual energy, often perceived, culturally as the lowest phenomenal force. Primal energy. This makes it a place of creation where these very potent energies are exchanged. And what's absolutely crucial here is that in the turbulence of emotions often associated with this realm, shame, desire, jealousy, all that intense stuff, that's where the greatest revelation, or the arc current we'll discuss, can flow. It's saying that where the raw, untamed aspects of human experience reside, that's where the key to our deepest insights might be hidden.
So you're saying that even what we might see as taboo or shameful or low vibration, that stuff might not just be essential for transformation, but maybe even the most potent source for it. That really flips conventional spiritual thinking on its head.
Exactly. The metaphor suggests that within what's often seen as fallen or profane or dirty lies sacred potential, undiscovered power. It suggests that deeply suppressed sexual energy and all the beliefs tangled up with it are often keys to unlocking our deepest archetypes, our core programming. And when these energies and beliefs are burnt in the Fornix, the furnace aspect, remember, when they're transformed, not just pushed down, that's when new consciousness codes can descend, like archangels into the Fornix. This is where it gets really interesting, because it's about finding the light, the potential, in the, let's say, the shadow corners of ourselves.
Okay, and the Fornix part, the furnace?
That root Fornix oven signifies the Fornix as a transformative furnace. It literally burns with fire old memories and beliefs, converting them into an ingestible form. Think of it like incinerating unnecessary data to compile new information for our consciousness OS. It's a purification process.
Transformation through fire. Okay, this links to the arc current you mentioned.
Yes. The Fornix's arch-shaped structure itself functions as a multidimensional card, incorporating arch, arc, A, and Z. ShunpeterZ coined the term arc current to describe a specific phenomenon, A spark of consciousness instantly generated from the ZPF, the source field. When you intentionally direct this arc current through the fornix, it acts like an energetic spark. It incinerates past memories, releases old beliefs, and regenerates like a phoenix. That's the description. This is seen as a critical activation point. And it's often accompanied by physical reactions, trembling, maybe tears, sudden heat signs of deep release, and energetic shifts happening.
That sounds like a really powerful internal reboot, a complete system refresh for your consciousness, initiated from the source field.
Precisely. And it's deeply symbolic, too. Think about the shape again. The arch shape of the fornix strikingly resembles the Greek letter omega. Omega symbolizes the end, right? Alpha and omega. And here it serves as a final label for belief codes. This represents the termination point of an old belief OS and the rebirth into a new one, the completion of a cycle. And interestingly, the Latin letter Z also means the end, the final letter. So the fornix in this view functions as an AZ conversion gate. It's the pivotal point where the incineration of old beliefs, the omega, and the connection to the ZPF, maybe the Z, are completed, leading to a totally new beginning. It's the ultimate reset button.
Okay, this is fascinating stuff. But how does someone actually use this? ShunpeterZ's notes apparently give a practical guide for updating your consciousness OS, a 4-step process. How does that work?
Yeah, it brings it down to practical application. Step 1 is, which archetype is this belief? First, you need to identify the underlying archetype, that initial OS script that's shaping your thoughts, emotions, behaviors related to the issue you're working on. It's like figuring out the default filter you're seeing that part of reality through.
Okay, identify the root pattern, then.
Step 2. When was it engraved in Fornix? Next, you trace back. When and how did this belief get engraved or deeply embedded in your Fornix? Often it happens during moments of intense emotion. Strong feelings seem to cause information to solidify into a deep-seated archetype, sometimes way back in childhood, or a past trauma.
Find the origin point, the emotional charge. Makes sense. Step 3.
Then, step 3, you declare the arc current. Once you've identified the belief and its roots, you intentionally send this arc current, this spark of consciousness from the ZPF to burn and release that old belief pattern. And this isn't just a mental exercise like positive thinking. It's conceived as an energetic act. It can trigger that physical and emotional release we talked about. It acts as a powerful switch for reversal.
Right, the active incineration part and
Yeah.
the final step. You can't just leave a void, right?
Exactly. Step 4 is crucial. Install new intentional belief into the Athanor. After an old belief is incinerated, the fornix transforms. It's no longer just a furnace. It becomes what ShunpeterZ, borrowing from alchemy, calls an alchemical Athanor, a sacred furnace. This is where you consciously install new intentional beliefs, insights received from the ZPF, essentially compiling your new reality OS. It's a shift from just destroying the old patterns to actively, consciously creating new ones.
From furnace to Athanor, I like that. From destroyer to creator.
Precisely. That transformation signifies the fornix evolving from just a burner into a code assembler for your new reality OS. And this is where knowledge truly becomes power, isn't it? Understanding this process allows you to become a conscious co-creator of your own reality, not just subject to old programming.
Okay, the implications are huge personally. But the insights from ShunpeterZ's notes, they don't stop there, do they? They seem to expand to suggest an even grander design. He theorizes that archangels might actually be ZPF code delivery agents, assigned to specific ports in our body.
Indeed. It sounds wild at first, but follow the logic. For example, the fornix itself, with its arch connection and incinerating function, it acts as the Michael Archangel circuit within this framework. Michael, the cutter of ties, the wielder of the sword. Michael's metaphorical sword is the arc current running through the fornix, cutting and incinerating old beliefs. And what's even more fascinating is the idea, or speculation really, that the names of other archangels might directly relate to human physiological systems, like Uriel linked perhaps to the urinary system, Gabriel to gestation generation, Raphael to the parasympathetic vagal system, the healing response, and Metatron, a big one, to metacognition and the pineal gland. It raises this huge question: could our entire body be a kind of multi-gate structure for these consciousness codes, receiving specific energetic programming through different systems?
That's an astonishing proposition. Linking these ancient spiritual figures directly to our biology, it's mind-blowing. And ShunpeterZ also found intriguing links between Metatron, the pineal gland, and the pyramids. How do they fit in?
Yeah, this connection ties into the idea of a universal OS, maybe even an Earth OS. Metatron, if you interpret the name as meta plus tron, like a controlling higher OS for consciousness, is often linked esoterically to the pineal gland. our third eye, inner light, gateway to higher consciousness. ShunpeterZ noted that the physical structure of the Great Pyramid, particularly the King's Chambers location, aligns quite strikingly with the pineal gland's position in the human brain geometry. Even the word melatonin, the hormone produced by the pineal, seems to echo Metatron, suggesting maybe its role is managing meta-vibration, our internal rhythms and connection to larger cycles.
So in this ZPF framework, the pyramids aren't just tombs or monuments. They could be functional.
That's the implication, yeah. If you connect this to the bigger picture, the pyramids could perhaps be seen as massive external extensions of the pineal gland function, like gigantic devices designed to render or broadcast pineal X Metatron consciousness, to synchronize the ZPF, the source field, with the human body on a large scale, maybe serving as Earth's ZOS installer, installing or maintaining the planetary consciousness operating system. And it adds another layer to the word pyramid itself. If pyra means fire and mid means center, could it mean the center of inner fire, referring perhaps to the pineal or even the fornix as the energetic heart of our conscious operating system?
Wow. Just wow. What a deep dive into these hidden cheat codes of our consciousness. It's really incredible to think that seemingly random words, ancient myths, our brain structure, maybe even giant monuments, are all potentially part of this intricate ZPF rendering language, revealing the profound operating system of reality itself.
Indeed. And this whole process, right? From understanding the fornix as an incinerator, then as an ethanor for creating new reality, it suggests that your life's events, the challenges, the insights, they aren't random. From a ZPF perspective, they are designed to help you evolve your OS, your operating system of belief. It shows that what you perceive as the game of reality, this physical existence, sometimes called Malchut in other traditions, is constantly giving you feedback, giving you opportunities for transformation. Your beliefs aren't just yours alone, they're influenced by these universal archetypes, just waiting for you to consciously update them.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? It's really an invitation, isn't it? To look at your own life, your memories, your emotions, the patterns, even the people you encounter. Not just as random occurrences, but maybe as ZPF rendering material, clues, guiding you to unlock the cheat codes within your own consciousness.
Exactly. Consider this final thought. If your beliefs are an OS, your operating system, and your brain's fornix is the processor, the furnace and the athanor, what new intentional beliefs, what new code will you choose to compile into your reality today? Are you ready to step up and become the conscious architect of your own operating system?
Thank you for listening. If this resonates with you, join the echo and share the journey. We'll see you in the next deep dive.